Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will discuss about theme and rhyme. And the members are Fadila Nur Fatimah, Widinan Suci, Siti Marwiyah, Wita Kamelia, and Rehan Sofia Marwah. And now I will tell you about the clause as message. Message comes from somewhere and leads to somewhere. And next is theme and rhyme. In an English clause, there are 2 points of performance, the beginning and the end. The beginning of a clause is where we put information which links the clause to what has come before. For example, we find conjunctions as the beginning of clause because they provide a logical link with what has gone before. In English, the theme can identify as that or those elements which comes first in the clause. This represents the point of departure of this message from the previous one. The rest of the clause is called the rhyme. New information typically contained in the rhyme. Theme represents this is what I'm talking about, and the rhyme is this is what I'm saying about it. The theme can be divided into a number of categories: ideational, textual, and interpersonal. And number 1 is ideational. The ideational or topical theme is usually but not always the first nominal group in the clause. Topical themes may also be nominal group complexes, adverbial groups, prepositional phrases, and embedded clause. A topical theme which is not a subject is called a marked topical theme. Unmarked topical themes. Nominal group as themes. The sentence is Jack went up the hill. Jack as themes and went up the hill as rhyme. The next is nominal group complex as theme. The sentence is Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jack and Jill as theme and went up the hill as rhyme. And then embedded clause. The sentence is what Jack and Jill did was go up the hill. What Jack and Jill did as theme was go up the hill as rhyme. The next is marked topical theme. Adverbial as theme. The sentence is down Jack fell. Down as theme and Jack fell as rhyme. And the next is prepositional phrases as theme. The sentence is up the hill Jack and Jill went. Up the hill as theme and Jack and Jill went as rhyme. And complement as theme. The sentences is his crown he broke and his crown as theme and he broke as rhyme.
Hello, my name is Widinan Suci and I would like to explain about textual themes and interpersonal themes. Number 2, textual themes. Textual themes relate the clause to its context. They can be continuatives and or conjunctive adjuncts and conjunction. One difference is that conjunctive adjuncts are more free to move in a clause, whereas conjunctions are pretty well restricted to being at the beginning. Continuatives are a small set of items which, if they are there, are a small at the beginning of the clause and a signal that a new move is beginning. For example, write is continuative, what we need to do today is topical, and it's include theme, and its revise for our task is rhyme. Number 3, interpersonal themes. Interpersonal themes elements occurring before the topical theme are also thematic. They may be modal adjuncts, vocatives, finite, or WH elements. For example, modal adjunct perhaps is modal and interpersonal, we topical and it's include a theme, and can't wait until next week is rhyme. And vocab tips. Dearly beloved is vocative with topical and it's include a theme, and our gathered here today is rhyme. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rehan Sofia Marwah. My student's number is 192122023. Now I'm going to explain about clause as theme in a clause complex. In a hypothetical clause complex, if the dependent clause comes first, then the dependent clause is treated as the theme for the whole clause complex. Each clause also has its own theme and rhyme structure. For example, if the dependent clause comes first as a theme, then the dependent clause is treated as the theme for the whole clause complex as a rhyme. If as a structural, the dependent clause as a topical comes first as a rhyme. Structural and topical is a theme, and theme and rhyme include in a theme. Next, thematic equatives. These occur in certain identifying clauses where the theme and rhyme are equated with each other. They almost always involve nominalization. For example, what we wanted to do as a theme was wait until next week as a rhyme. Next, predicated themes. These are taken from it plus B plus next clause. For example, it as a theme was the lectures as a rhyme. Who as a theme made the decision as a rhyme. Theme and rhyme include in a theme. I think that's enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright, now about theme and mood. So far, most of the examples discussed have been clauses which have declarative mood. We also need to consider theme in interrogatives, imperatives, and exclamatives. The first, theme in interrogatives. The polar, here the finite, precedes the subject and is thus thematic if the subject is also a topical theme. Here, did as finite, we as subject, decided to wait as rhyme. Finite and subject include theme. For example, on Saturday, will you be going? On Saturday as topical and or rhyme, theme, and will you be going as rhyme. The next, theme in imperatives. There are two ways of treating theme in imperative clauses. The first, either as rhyme only. For example, write your name in the upper right-hand corner. This clause as rhyme. Or treat the process as theme. The clause, write your name in the upper right-hand corner. Write as theme, your name in the upper right-hand corner as rhyme. And then we can see the rationale for treating the process as a theme if we look at a text that is oriented towards doing, such as a set of instructions. The first, plug the flags into a 240-volt AC outlet. The next, switch the power on. And last, push the button on the control panel. Here, the focus is on the doing, not on who is doing it. So we could argue that the process is thematic. And last, this is consists of WH element plus either a nominal group or an adverbial group. For example, what a beautiful day it is. What a beautiful day as theme, and it is as rhyme. Or how divinely he dances. How divinely as theme, and he dances as rhyme. So that's all from me, and the next material will be presented by my friend. Thank you.
Theme components. The function components of theme are textual, it's continuative, well, okay, etc., structural, conjunction or WH relative, and conjunctive or adjunct. And then interpersonal, modal, adjunct, finite, WH interrogative. And then ideational, it's topical, subject, complement, or circumstantial adjunct. Note, WH relatives and interrogatives are also topical elements. Theme and text. We have already suggested that dependent or hypothetical clauses which precede the independent clause they modify are considered thematic in the clause complex. Another extension of the principle of theme is to the topic sentence of a paragraph. We could look at the topic sentence as the theme of the paragraph, or we could extend it further by regarding the introductory paragraph of an expository essay as the theme for the rest of an essay. What we find here is the same pattern repeated on different scales, but the proportional relationship holds. Theme, clause, topic sentence, paragraph, introduction, essay. The next is theme and new information. Once information has been presented in a text, it is then available to be developed. Information can either be picked up as theme or it can be accumulated as new. The example is taken from a song Finishing Touches by Warren Zevon. I'm getting tired of you. I, it's theme, and you is new. The participants are introduced in the first line, the singer as theme and the address as new. So the next is theme and text development. This is the example of the text that analyzed for the theme. The last is discussion. The explanation of the differences can be found mainly in how the information is structured, or in how the resources of the theme and rhyme are deployed. In particular, the use of textual themes is important in structuring the text. That's all from us. Thank you.